Hi everyone! So, first video review for this week is for Heart's Content by Nicole Higginbotham Hogue. If you want to check out my review, I did just post that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So, Heart's Content is a really quirky mystery, and I should say it's book 3 in the Avery Detective series, so it is part of the series, and it's the first book of that series that I've read, so it was all new to me. So Parker, she is asked to solve a murder case in Kansas, and she asks Iris to assist her. So they find themselves not really working alone. When they get there, there's this local police detective called Cam who turns up, and Iris and Cam, they immediately have like this clash, and they're not getting on. And then there's a lot of suspicion as to who has something to hide, who might be involved. You know, even those working to solve the mystery of the murder, outside of Parker and Iris, obviously, they're questioning everyone, like even the local police officer Cam. And Iris and Cam, they sort of find themselves drawn to one another, and they have this undeniable chemistry. They really should get along, but they just need to resolve their differences about this case, and then they might be on to just solving the case and something more. So it's kind of a romance come detective mystery, and it's a very simple story. It's sort of novella length, and it's just laced with a lot of plot twists and red herrings, all the things you'd expect from this type of mystery, which actually made it quite difficult to figure out who was behind it, because I could understand why Parker and Iris was so wary of Cam and other people in this place. Obviously they're outsiders, they're not from there, they don't really know what's going on, they're trying to solve it, and there's people causing them extra difficulties, you know, people who should be on their side. So I could totally understand that, and there were just so many suspects to choose from that you were never going to guess. And I think the ongoing clash then between Iris and Cam, it just made for the more intense moments, the more dramatic moments, and it just added to the whole drama surrounding the mystery, because you were kind of hoping it wasn't going to be this person she kept clashing with, because that was going to be pretty bad, you know, if that's how all this story went. And that's what you were thinking, like the whole time. You were like, oh, you know, this could be it, really questioning it. You really didn't know. And it was kind of difficult to solve, because you didn't know who to trust, even as the reader. Like, you could understand why Iris and Parker didn't know who to trust, but for you not to know who to trust as the reader as well was really something different. Like I say, this is the third book in the Avery Detective Agency series, and I haven't read any of the previous books. This was my first experience with these characters and everything, but I still found it really easy to follow, and I would say it's quite easy just to pick this one up, and it works standalone. But I think you might benefit from reading the first 2 books, and I'm going to look forward to sort of reading them, because I think you'll get an idea about the characters and how they all fit in with one another, and how they all came to be like how they are now. But this one was very much Iris's story, so I didn't need to know too much about Parker. She was present, but most of the focus was on the case to be solved, and Iris sort of clashing with Cam. So there was that potential romance building, and it was all focused on what might happen there. So like I say, it's just a simple mystery novel that was nice to read, and I do look forward to reading more of the series. I think it's got an exciting potential, and really would like to understand sort of Parker a bit more as a character, and the other characters that were mentioned within the book as well, that are related to Parker's mysteries and all that. So I'd really like to read those. I think that would be really exciting, but as I said, this one, it does work standalone, and I really enjoyed it. I felt I understood enough to, it's more about the mystery than it is the main character being Parker, because this main character is Iris. So that really worked for me, and it was a great place for me to start and get me intrigued in the series. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Heart's Content if you want to, which I hope you will. If you've read Heart's Content by Nicole Higginbotham Hogue, it would be great to hear your thoughts on it, so please comment below. Please let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're intrigued and you're thinking, I need to read that and that series, again, comment below, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye!